Raanan is fat and he's a Jew. He'll tell you something that you already knew. Your favorite movie sucks. Your favorite movie sucks. American Beauty or Forrest Gump. Your favorite movie sucks.
Go. And it's like, well, right away you've ruined anything because I know where the joke is every time.
You know, it's something that I had to learn was that when crowds don't like the punchline like I like it, I can't get mad at them because I don't realize that some of them are dumb. Where I go, you couldn't follow that? I like. It's like looking back and there's like someone scared to jump like a little thing, and you're like, that was the attitude I was having.
Right.
Come on.
It's such a weird attitude too because I was like, it's like when you're a comedian, and you get mad at the audience for not laughing. You're basically like, how come you can't feel joy right now? You piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like you're mad at them
and
for not being happy.
What's the funniest part is sometimes you don't realize it's one word's missing. And then you put in a word and everyone goes like, hey! And you go like, all right, it's me. It's me. I'm insecure.
Yeah, and then usually, most times, like whenever you're like, oh, they're just offended, really, you just didn't explain it enough. Like, you know,
you didn't walk them there.
Most times when people don't laugh, it's because they actually don't know a joke happened.
Yes.
It's actually quite the opposite. If you let them know a joke's happening, they'll just laugh because they're morons. So usually, if a joke doesn't work, it's just that they don't know a joke's happened. They're just like, oh, no, I just didn't know you said a joke right now.
Oh, I want to laugh. I think everyone wants to laugh.
Right.
They're there because they want to laugh.
Right. That's why the comics who have that, like the Joker's right here, it gets a laugh because the audience is like, oh, he's telling us where to laugh. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back to another episode of Your Favorite Movie Sucks. We have one of the best comics in the biz. I love this guy. Dan Soder has come to my dungeon tonight.
I'm nervous.
He thought it was my bedroom.
Dude, I was like, Raanan is living bare bones.
But would you have respected me if this was like my place?
Yeah,
like,
I would have been like, God damn it, you are a monk. You're a comedy monk. I would have felt, honestly, I would have probably spent the next 4 to 5 days soul searching.
Really?
Going like,
I have too much stuff.
I haven't been back to Astoria really. I've been back once or twice, but this is the first time I've ridden the N train to where I knew where to get off. I knew where the Dunkin' Donuts was.
Yeah.
I knew how to get here easy. It made me nostalgic. That's why that would fuck me up. I would come in here and go, you lost your fucking edge, Soder. You used to live under the train with a writing partner that you would just sit there. Me and Vecchione would just go out to the living room and bounce bits.
That's what I want to remind other comics they've lost their edge.
Yeah, you're like, you ain't. This is the.
But this is great. This looks like the scene in Seven where they find the fat guy. It's like so dark.
I was going to be nicer about it. I was going to say this is the black Jim in Rocky 3. You see that, Rock? They got the eye of the tiger.
No, this is you see $1 Million Baby, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
That room he lives in.
Yeah, up in the gym.
Yeah.
And I'm the retarded kid that's about to get beat up by the guy in the gym.
I want to live in like a janitor room in the cellar, you know.
That's
honestly
how I felt Vecchione and I's apartment was.
Yeah, it was
because
like
it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like nice or cool.
Right.
It was it worked.
Yeah.
And we had our own bedrooms. Those were nice. But like our living room was like a couch, good TV. But then like you'd come out there and be like, has anyone ever done this joke? It's just immediately just like, I miss that so much.
Right. But I do think like dudes like in the beginning, like we don't realize like we think, we don't need light or joy.
No, you do.
And then we have like mental breakdowns. We don't realize why. And then you get a girlfriend and she's like, this is horrible.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I guess actually having like light on me during the day is better for my
returning home to things that I love versus places where I wait to perform.
Yeah.
Like it was like our apartment was like a waiting room.
But guys just don't realize that. We don't like, I mean, maybe not all guys, but like certain guys, like traditional, it's like we just think like you can live in a shithole and we think it won't affect our emotional state.
Yeah.
And then we do coke and like think like the CIA's after us, and we're like, don't make the connection.
Or even worse, in modern times is you just get online and become a real problem for people.
Yeah. Well, everyone now I think has like, the 15 minutes of fame was back in the day. Everyone now had 15 minutes of having a nervous breakdown on social media that people are watching go like, I don't know if this is like a nervous breakdown or like a good business choice.
Is this shtick? Is this guy doing shtick?
And then it does well, and you're like, did he have a mental breakdown and then the success came?
Watching people find their thing and then get like super into it online it's a process because you like watch them and you're like, what are you doing? And then they're like, they're like selling out the Beacon because they're doing that.
You're like, oh, I thought they were about to get committed.
Yeah. You're like, oh, fuck, dude. I didn't know that was a character.
You're like, oh, I feel really bad. He looks like he's about to commit suicide. He's like,
He's just filming himself walking around.
Well, all the face fronting videos, that used to be just guys right before they shot up a school. That was it. You'd be like, this is because this girl didn't fuck me when I was younger. And now I don't
think you're talking to someone from Colorado, so I disagree with you. That's not mass shooter energy.
Okay, just because Columbine happened here doesn't mean
which they wrote a manifesto.
Doesn't mean you're expert.
James,
they do face fronting videos for other ones.
They want to write down why they did it. They are pen to paper people.
No, the Virginia guy face fronting video.
Oh well, that was the Asian kid that was obsessed with Old Boy.
Yeah.
I would
he was
say
obsessed with Old Boy. I
yeah,
fucking love Old Boy.
He was obsessed with that movie.
That's a great movie.
He like dressed like it. He took like a bunch of photos, and that's when he like with his guns. The guy was psycho.
Oh,
but
good taste.
Face fronting videos, it is evil, but it's more like Bond villain. I control the world thing.
Yeah,
that was what it was. It was reserved for like, hello you. Like it would come in on a UN screen. It would like zap, and then they'd be like, hello world, I want $3 billion. And now people are going
Michael
like
Austin Powers.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I do remember the guy who there was like incel, maybe not school, maybe school shootings more of a journal.
Well, those kids are still learning, so they're still writing.
Yeah, they're a little more academic writing the essay. But there was a guy, remember, who shot like he was just like in a car, did a video. And then he shot up a bunch of girls on the street in like California. Oh, he was like a good-looking incel, which is like, how bad are you with women that you're like good-looking?
Either your penis is broken, or you absolutely suck as a person to talk to.
Like Ted Bundy, people talk about he's good-looking. Like, how bad was he with women that he had to fucking rape and murder them?
Oh, I don't think that was because he was bad with women. I think that is what he wanted to do.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I don't think
I have
it was
such a
like
sociopathic interpretation.
You go,
really?
well,
He couldn't get laid?
He failed, and you go, no, he got laid. He was just a psychopath.
It wasn't enough. Yeah.
He wanted to hurt people.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Anyway, we are here to not talk about serial killers, but
a movie that is based on people with mental problems.
Yeah, that's a good. We always have to do the like segue, and that I was searching for it, but you found it.
It's broken people. I think about this all the time as someone that is. I'm an alcoholic. I can't drink alcohol, even though I still get high, so I'm not sober. But I think about this movie. Always makes me think of the subject of how grateful I am that I have a problem with substances and not sex or food.
Yeah.
Because, like, I have friends with problems with food, and I have friends with problems with sex, and it's like that. Those are way worse than alcoholism, at least in my eyes.
Food problem, sex problem?
It's the devil you know versus the devil you don't.
Yeah.
Because food you need for sustenance, sex you need for intimacy and joy.
It's like if alcohol, you actually had to have like a glass of vodka every day just to like
be
full.
Yeah. It's like
you're just like that's healthy.
Yeah, I just don't have to have it.
Yeah.
It's just when I change my mindset on it, looking at it more like an allergy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that'll make me bad. Like that's bad for me. It's fine.
I guess it's like two different types of addictions. The ones that are really just the things you need that you're going crazy on.
Yeah.
And then the ones that you really could cut off. You know what I mean?
And then, but you don't want to admit you can cut them off.
Right.
Because you need them in a different way.
Yeah.
And that's like with drinking, you were like, nah, but I like it. And you're like, well, yeah, of course you like it. You like it too much.
Right.
But like sex addicts seem like they just burn their whole world down.
Right. No, that's a tough one.
I remember reading Chuck Palahniuk's Choke in high school. And being like, whoa, like, dude, I don't want to fucking be a sex addict, because the way he describes it in the book is so good.
Well, sex also feels like this kind of thing where you really like just need more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
Alcoholism sounds like you eventually get to a point where you're just drunk all day.
Well, you're just
kind of stops there.
Yeah, then you're just living under a bridge, sucking down like a bottle of like $3 vodka.
But it's not like with sex. I feel like it never ends. Like you have to like have like 4 little people punch you in the ball.
Yeah.
It just goes. It just keeps on going. Alcohol, you find a place of just terrible destruction. But
the greatest explanation for this is in the movie Beyond the Mat, which is a documentary about pro wrestling. And they're interviewing Jake the Snake Roberts. He's in a very bad place. He's sober now. It's awesome. Go watch the documentary about DDP getting him sober. But there's a scene where he's like in a hotel room. And I think he only agreed to do the interview if they like bought him crack. And he's like sitting there and he's like, you're having women on the road. And then it's 2 women, and then it's women with toys. And he like starts going, you're like, that sounds like how a sex addict would go. where they're like, oh yeah,
Sounds like he couldn't ever make it to the 3 women. He just was like women with joy.
Goes, 3 women, it's just a damn sewing circle. Next thing you know, they're just gossiping. No one's paying attention to my snake.
Yeah, there's no way he doesn't call his dick a snake. Right?
He has to.
So yeah, I mean, it just goes and goes and goes crazy. I did VR porn the other day, which on the Quest.
Yeah, someone told me about it.
It's evil. It's evil. I was on it. I was like, this needs to be destroyed.
Really?
I felt like the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. I'm like, we cannot sustain this.
Just because you found a way doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Is it realistic?
Yes, it's too much. It's too much. I was fucking. It's like POV.
Yeah,
this
you
girl
know what?
Was sucking my dick. I looked down and I was uncircumcised. It was like a freaky moment.
You go, whoa, whoa!
I was like, I'm not even Jewish. This is the ultimate thrill.
I love that someone might have brought that up where they go, well, what if they look down and the man is Jewish? And they go, are they going to complain? And they go, that's exactly what they're going to do.
It was crazy. I'm losing sense of my identity. It's crazy. It's evil.
I feel like it's the jerking off version of veal.
Yeah,
where you go, I don't agree with that at all, but I want to try it.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to try it once. And you take a bite and you go,
it's in my blood forever.
Butter.
I'm a bear who just ate a man.
Yeah, you're just like, it's butter, veal. I know their little legs don't touch the ground, but this is so.
Yeah, it is. And it doesn't stop. It's not like it's just going to stop. You know what I mean? It's just
going to be fully immersed. Fully immersed. Like, people are going to live in it. I do want to try it once. Lewis told me that you can, like, hear them when you move it around. You can, like, hear them. He did one with, like, it was a threesome, and he said one of the girls was, like, whispering in his ear, and he like looked, and she was like right there, and then she started blowing, and I was like, that's too much.
Crazy. It's crazy. It's like not.
Where did you watch this?
Because my brother gave me a Quest, like one of those like Facebook Meta Quest things.
Nice.
And then you can just look it up. It was like it's
awesome.
bad. It should be destroyed.
Did you go out back and burn it?
Not yet.
You go, I'm gonna jerk off.
That's how bad it was. At first, I thought you were using a term for jacking off. I thought you were saying.
Did you go rip it? Did you go pull your celery stalk?
Like, I fucking did.
Yeah, goddamn right.
Down the whole.
He goes, why do you think we're doing a 20-minute podcast today?
Raanan is fat and he's a Jew. He'll tell you something that you already knew. Your favorite movie sucks. Your favorite movie sucks. American Beauty or Forrest Gump. Your favorite movie sucks.